Italia 99.
99, Italia 90.
Whatever.
This
is going to be so overused. Yes, we're talking English because we have an immigrant stealing our jobs.
Pakistani.
Stealing our jobs and our women. An Italian immigrant. His name is Sergio. And he sometimes plays drums and he sometimes teaches drums.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes he steals our jobs and our women.
Exactly.
Not from Cluj, from the countryside. He's the countryside jobs.
What kind of country?
He lives on the countryside.
I don't know where he lives. I don't speak to foreigners.
In radio.
That's why you need a car. Because every time you're going to go have a drink, you cannot. Everybody comes at your place.
Yes, I can't even use my private helicopter that the band bought me.
The band?
Yeah, the band bought me a private helicopter.
Which of the bands, Sergio?
Dirty Shirt.
Yes.
Supposed to be a secret, but now...
It was...
Yes.
After the Duba, it was a helicopter ride. Mm-hmm. I knew it. All the comments saying that the band... is full of rich people.
Oh yeah,
asking for money is true.
There were when they did the crowdfunding for the Duba. Somebody wrote in the comments they're asking for 10,000 euros a concert, and now they're asking for 5,000 euros for a car. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
But they still give the money, so and they bought me an helicopter.
And they bought you a helicopter.
If Dirty Shirt would have earned so much money, I think Robbie wouldn't have been selling socks at the moment.
Well, that's a cover-up he has.
Spălare de bani, cum s-ar zice.
Da, spălare de bani.
Spălare de bani. Și ne zici asta acum, în timp ce am început.
How's my hair?
No, such a dumb.
Da. Ar trebui să începem să punem microfon și la oamenii care sunt în spatele.
Mie mi-ar plăcea să avem microfon la oameni în off. Nu știu dacă le-ar plăcea oamenilor din off de pe Technic să aibă microfon.
Atunci să nu vorbească. Sau dacă vorbiți, please, in English.
Yes, we speak only...
You from Dej, you don't speak English in Dej, no?
No, only PSD. How did you come to... I'm sorry, I have this cellophane here.
Oh, cellophane.
First of all, vorbesc un pic de românești, nu foarte bine pentru ce sunt un pic prost și mă descurc un pic, înțeleg.
Dar de ce ești prost? Că nu vorbești mai bine română? Sau
pentru ce sunt tobar. Da.
Dar vorbești româna mai bine decât politicienii noștri.
Da? Decât Kelemen Hunor, de exemplu.
Și am venit în România pentru ce România mi place mai mult ca în Italia, în România. Femeile și muzica, prietenii.
Ai ajuns să cânti la Dirty Shirt, mă rog.
Prietenii.
N-aveai prieteni în Italia, Sergio?
Sunt tobar și nu am foarte mult de prieteni. Și în România am mai mult de prieteni cu Cristi, Mihai, Robi, Rini, Pali.
Ești obligat să le zici numele
Cosmin.
La tot?
Da, m-am plătit pentru asta. Și, Bila, Vio.
Și celălalt oboșar din formația voastră?
Vlad.
Așa.
Vlad.
E ziua lui acum, astăzi. La mulți ani, Țoca.
Bine,
o să...
Nu știu.
You're not friends on Facebook?
No, we are, but I never check
the birthdays.
I don't have mine.
It's the only reason I have Facebook.
Thank you. To post this podcast and see when my aunt's birthday
Vlad,
is.
la mulți ani.
Yes.
It's going to come 2 days later, but still, it counts. So you came for the women, friends, and good music.
Yes.
And did you reach any of
the goals?
Yeah, all the goals.
Yes,
all the goals. But I was coming to Romania a long time ago. I started in 2009. I was playing with the band from Timișoara called Dor de Du.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
And I played for a couple of years with them. Yes.
What happened?
And
you know the story?
No, I'm just curious. Because that was a good band.
Yeah,
it's a good band.
It is a good band. Edmond had his second child, and he decided to take a break from music. So we basically stopped playing for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then when they resumed, they have another drummer, which is Andrei, which is great.
Yes, Baby Bivol.
Baby Bivol.
Yes, Jumugă. That's his nickname. Baby
I didn't know it. We also had another band called Sunset in the 12th House.
I know.
It's like a post-rock instrumental band.
From Brașov.
No, it's the same guys. It's
Sunset
the same guys.
I always confuse them with
the 13th
Sun, which are making a reunion now.
Oh, we actually played together with them, and everybody was confusing the fuck out of the two bands.
Yeah, Sunset like in the 12th House.
It's like having Om la Lună and Luna Mare and Desculți pe Lună in the same concert.
Sounds like a horrible concert.
Sounds moony.
Can you put it in front of your mouth?
Huh? Da. Mă stau așa că this is my good profile.
Keep it.
Yeah, thank you. I tend to. Wasn't it strange? I mean, is it strange for a drummer to just keep on changing styles?
I mostly play what's around rock music, so I'm pretty familiar with that. Although I have a big past of playing blues. I played a lot of blues tours with American artists. And but mostly I always played around rock, metal, and progressive rock, so didn't feel too much out of my style.
Yeah, but it's kind of a different kind of style between Dirty Shirt, let's say, and Dor de Duh, right?
Yes.
Although they are both metal bands, but
no, I wouldn't consider Dirty Shirt metal. I would consider it more like a rock band than a metal band.
Yeah, with a bit of metal, a bit of folk, a bit of...
Does have metal in their music, come on.
On their t-shirts when it says dirty fucking...
Well, it's a sign. And I actually didn't know Dirty Shirt. I only knew the name before I started to play with them. And when I started to listen to the songs, to learn them, to play with them, I actually started to like them. And Dirty Shirt is the only band that I've played that I liked all the songs. So when I'm on stage, I enjoy every song.
It's getting old.
I call this phenomenon paternity. Yeah. I should print a T-shirt with that. Yeah.
You would make not so much money with it because
a bit.
People...
What part of Dirty Shirt do you like of their music?
I like the fact that the songs are not too long. Even though I'm a big fan of progressive rock with 42 minutes long songs, I like the fact that the songs are short, they are on point, they have good melodies, and people seem to enjoy the shows very much. But most of all, I really like the people in the band. It's the first band where, in 2.5 years, I have had no arguments with anybody.
Because you don't speak Romanian.
Yeah, I probably, yes.
And otherwise, you don't understand them being annoying.
I was in the car with Robbie and Christy just on the way.
And you wanted to leave the band, right?
And they told me so many stories about how many times the band was in fights. Are you perhaps not invited to the Dirty Shirt fights? It's like the Hunger Games.
I actually look from the outside. I'm a bit like Robbie. Robbie always tries to calm people down.
Yeah.
I try to be that guy.
But how do you feel in the Balkan part of the
world? I actually love it.
Shirt.
I actually love that kind of influence on the music. I'm a big fan of Jethro Tull, which has a lot of folk music influence in their composition. So
yes, it is.
Yes, but
it's different kind of folk.
It's not a Balkan traditional folk.
No, it's not. But I kind of like folk mixed with rock always.
Because of the flutes, maybe.
Probably, probably because of the flutes and because of the odd time signature. Also the odd time signatures. Dirty Shirt, we have songs in 7 for the most, and which is like the prog rock time signature.
Yes.
So I felt at home right away. Most of all, I felt at home with the band because of the level of stupidity. It's it completely fit my aura, let's say, like that. I remember that I joined the band, and after the second concert, I told them a very embarrassing story about myself, and there was a big eruption of laughter. And then Robbie told Sergio, "You're born to be in this band." So, but that was my baptism.
Yeah. I think we came also to see exactly that, being on the road with Dirty Shirt for 3 Dirty Fests now.
Yes.
You have to be a bit dumb, crazy to put up with all that shit.
I mean, not to take yourself too seriously.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's the first thing that Rini told me when I met him. He told me that I have to learn how to. Sorry for my pronunciation. I have to butt pula.
Okay,
so
sure.
To not give a shit, basically, because they will make fun of me.
Yeah.
He told me, if you can do that, then you can be in the band. Otherwise, you will have a hard time.
I think
and he was right.
I think it's the main reason they also asked us to collaborate with you guys, because they weren't taking themselves so serious with all the stupid jokes that we've been making, and we're like, okay, it's a perfect fit.
Yes, and they're big fans of what you do. I know that.
I know. It's a curse.
Yes. But they kind of keep me hostage. So
yeah, I know. That's why I presented you in Bucharest.
I hope that somebody can come to rescue me.
But this is for a lot of people that hopefully don't listen to Dirty Shirt.
I don't listen to Dirty Shirt. Only when I have to learn the song.
Yeah. You have two drummers in the band. Mm-hmm. Are you their favorite drummer?
No. We are equal.
No.
I'm equal. I'm actually a fan of Vlad's playing. When I started learning the songs, I was surprised how similar sometimes I said, maybe this next chorus is coming and I should do that feel. And Vlad played it before I could even start. And that's not a favorite. I guess that fans, they probably have a favorite. Maybe some people don't like that I keep the cymbals too high. And
you're like a fucking rock climber with your cymbals there.
Yeah. It's comfortable for me. It's comfortable for me. It's Bila is very happy because the cymbals are not intruding the microphone.
They're not fucking up the drum mics.
And the girls like it because they can see a lot of action. I have to shave my armpits, otherwise you can see a lot of hair. But no, I get along very, very well with Vlad, and I was happy to play the Dirty Shirt Fest in Cluj, in Bucharest with him.
Did you have any concerts with you two guys playing together?
No, not yet. We played some concerts with this band Herineanu from Slovakia, where we played. I played one song with them, and their drummer played palinka and lachodron with us.
Oh, okay.
So that's when you see two drummers with Dirty Shirt. So far, it's been me and Paolo, the drummer from Herineanu.
But in Cluj, it was Vlad on the drums. In Timișoara, it was you, right, on
yes.
the drums.
Yes.
And now in Bucharest, one day Vlad and the other day you.
The perfect balance.
Have you maybe projects in mind so you can play other good music?
Not now. I right now I don't have the time to take on another band because of my work with Drumeo, which maybe you wanna hear something later, or maybe not. And but in April and May of this year, I've played with this very nice band from Cluj called Alternative Quartet.
Mm-hmm.
It was a coincidence.
I know. That's why I find it funny.
I was subbing for the drummer Alex, which is great. Yeah. And that I was able to do it because they wanted the songs played as closely to the album as possible. So I transcribed everything, all the notation, and I learned it by reading, and I was playing the concert by reading it. Even a drum solo. Yeah. They seem to be happy about
it.
I
saw that.
Alex is awesome drummer.
Yeah, a very inventive drummer. It's very unusual.
What's his last name?
Priguana.
I don't think I know him.
He lives in Germany.
Yeah, he moved recently.
Maybe it's better.
I learned a lot of new curses learning their music. A lot of cursing, trying to replicate his parts, and I cursed him a lot.
But that's an interesting point that you are bringing up, because you said you wrote everything down. Mm-hmm. That's for at least the drummers I've met in my life. That's pretty rare that they play by note.
Yeah, it's rare. That's how I grew up playing through my teachers and the main teachers that I study with. They always encourage me to do that. Mm. And to me, it's very good because I don't have to listen to the songs over and over. I just have them. I already listen to them over and over when I transcribe them, so I kind of learn them, and then I always have them. So if I have any doubt, I just open my copybook. I look like a little scholar, and I can see exactly what needs to be played.
You're the most organized metal drummer I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I think it's one of my strong points, because I'm not one of the best drummers, but I am organized and I'm precise.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah, I'm a nerd, yes. You saw I walked in, I look at these drums.
Yes.
Looking at the cymbals.
But how hard was it to transcribe? Because I find it really funny when I used to be in a band, the drummer was like, okay, and here I will go, toof, taf, and you're like, this is do, and this is sol, and this is... I find it really... I found a lot of drummers that did not know that you have to tune your drums.
Yeah, you have to. If you want to have a good sound, which is important to me.
Or if you don't want to break your drums.
Yes. Because if you keep them too low, you will dent them. You will dent the drum heads really quickly. If you keep them too, with too much of a low tension. I think it's important. It's important for me. That's my job. So and I'm a nerd. I need to know what I'm doing. If I am playing something that I don't know, or I listen back to a recording, I have to figure out how I did it. I try to be organized. I like very instinctual players, but then I transcribe them to see what they do. That's why I think I transcribe over 6,000 songs in my life. Last I counted.
What?
6,000. Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
6,000.
Did you knew before, or did you kind of encounter the idea of what the fuck am I talking? Encounter the idea.
That's the philosophical part.
Yeah. Do you know any famous Romanian drummers? Have you heard of anybody before?
I knew of this guy in Bucharest called Adi Tetrade, which used to play in TV shows, and I recently talked to him on the phone, and I didn't know of any famous drummers, but I've met many good drummers in Romania since I've been here and the years before. There's a great guy in Brașov called Septimiu Hărșan, which is a great metal drum. He's known for metal, but he can play everything. I really love Andrei Ilie, that plays with Byron.
Yes.
Is really good. Alex Prigoana is great. Yeah. Robert from Lunamara is really good. I really like his style a lot. And there's too many. There's the guy, a young guy from Revolter, which is called Harish Mureșan. Is really good. Too many to mention, and I'm sure that I'm forgetting some, and I'm sorry, but they're really good. I was
thinking about maybe some old Romanian bands and some drummers that are historically known.
I really used to like the guy from Phoenix, the original one, which is called... I don't remember.
The original one, you said? Yes. The original one?
Țăndărică, right?
Țăndărică.
Because that's not the original one.
It's not the original, but it's apparently the famous one, the one who did the biggest album.
The most known.
And Flavius, which they have now, which is fantastic.
I don't know, because I don't listen to new
Phoenix. But you know Țăndărică. I mean, he is well known for his drumming skills. Come on.
But I discovered something else with the help of Sergio. We were talking about concept albums. And he was like, you should maybe re-listen to the old newspaper Jethro Tull album.
Thick as a Brick.
Thick as a Brick. Besides that, it's fucking amazing. And I was hooked. I found all the inspirations Phoenix took during the 70s.
Oh, yes, of course they did.
I heard everything from the bass line, from the flute line.
The drumming.
Yeah. Cantafabule, Muguri de Fluier, it's all fucking there, bro.
Yeah.
The whole inspiration.
Just the folk part is more Romanian, and they went into the old sacred Christian music.
It shows you how big of a hypocrite I was growing up, because Phoenix was cool, but Jethro Tull was not. It's like, Jethro Tull, fuck that shit. I
remember when you talked with Rodion.
Yeah.
And he said that he was going to America and he wanted to present Phoenix and Semnalem to the producers in the state, like in the 80s or something like that. And they said, they sound nice, but we have Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull, so because the bands were so similar to the...
But I think what the Romanian
also stealing
bands did,
some songs,
But what the Romanian bands did in the 70s and the 80s, considering what was going on here politically and the fact that it wasn't not easy to, get the albums and stuff, they did a great job.
Yeah, of course.
They did a great job.
Yeah, but and also I think, most of the bands were easy. It was easy for them in the 60s and 70s to have like covers than their own song that could be censorship and whatever.
Yes.
So most of the bands were influenced because they actually were singing that kind of music. You know?
I think they also knew the music is going to be a super hit because it was a super hit outside. Yeah. So you already had the perfect recipe for a good hit.
Yeah. Yes, in Italy also we had a lot of Italian artists having success in the 60s and 70s covering English rock or rock blues stuff with Italian lyrics, which sounds hilarious if you hear it.
Well, the Hungarians did the same thing.
Okay.
I think the Romanians did also.
Not so much as the Hungarians.
Not blatantly, with a bit of... Iris did that a lot. They even
That's also stealing songs and not really covers.
But in Italy we had a band. I don't know, how do you call those? Lime. When you get those little animals in your ear, if you're not paying attention.
Lice.
Yeah. Okay, lime. There was a band that actually covered "She Loves You" by the Beatles, and they were singing "Pidocchi," like "Pidocchi," which is actually means lice, and they use it as an advertising for an anti-lice shampoo. Can you believe it?
That's nice.
They went from "She Loves You" to "Pidocchi." I think you can find it on YouTube.
I think with all these discussions with foreigners about music and about how music evolves in every country, it makes me happy to see that we weren't the only stupid ones with a lot of shit.
I tell you, in Romania, the music scene is fantastic. I really like it. I know that probably being here, you see it as what it is. But me, coming from outside, in Italy, like bands which here are important bands like Dirty Shirt or Luna Mara, they wouldn't exist. They wouldn't have outlets and clubs to play. It's unbelievable. So this is why I came to Romania.
So you're telling me
that the underground scene is
dead.
Is dead.
Cover bands, tribute bands, or big pop artists.
I mean, more or less, the underground scene in Romania is pretty much also dead. Let's not.
But being
you have small venues, really small venues.
Let's not say underground, but middle type bands.
With underground, I understand do-it-yourself bands.
No, I would say here for bands, I don't know if you can call it more medium level, like Dirty Shirt or Luna Mara. That scene in Italy is non-existent.
Oh,
so it's do-it-yourself or really big names.
Yes, or the biggest market is cover bands and tribute bands.
What's wrong with
everywhere? I don't know. People want to listen to music that they already know.
It's the entire nostalgia vibe that it's going through fucking Europe all the time.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nobody wants to listen to new music anymore.
I do.
I kind of do, yeah.
Yeah, except
I mean,
obvious.
So you have cover bands for, I don't know, AC/DC, and they have great success?
Yes.
A lot of them.
A lot of them. I think in Italy, the last time they counted, there were over 300 AC/DC tribute bands. I also played in one of them for 1 year with the cannons and everything.
And
the bell for us, yes.
And the bell.
No, with that big of a production.
Yes.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yes.
Selling out like big venues.
No, not big venues. Pubs.
Pubs.
But
that's
you have cannons and bells.
Yes,
in pubs.
I will send you some pictures.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever.
Yeah, I know.
What was the purpose of having
a big production?
A big gun?
Let's see if we can earn less money by having to have another car. Yeah, no, Italy is big, and then Vasco Rossi or Ligabue, which are two big pop rock names. I think each of them has thousands of, and not exaggerating, thousands of tribute bands, and they all call themselves official.
Okay.
The official cover band.
Yeah.
That's
Nobody
so
told them.
There's a competition between tribute bands.
Why would you call yourself as an official cover band? You're already stealing that music.
Maybe once they guested one of the former guitar players of the band, and that gave them the officiality. I mean, and then there's tributes band, like, I love Rush, but there is tribute bands to Rush in Italy.
Why?
Maybe you have to learn all that music to play twice a year for 50 euros each in a pub. They do this. This is why I ran out of the country.
I need... Did you hear what
Yeah.
I fled. And I got kidnapped by Rini.
I kind of understand why artists or bands kind of get to go famous in Italy. You know, we had cases like Mihail, for example.
Yeah.
Or
because they don't have any music.
OG Isbul,
yeah.
the rapper, who was golden disc in Italy for I don't know how many months. Or Kum for a long time ago. They were huge in Italy.
What I find really, really weird because of the way they rap is Italian rap. I find it so out of place.
Yeah,
it's like two people from Sardinia fighting each other. I'm sorry, that's really racist.
No, but it is like that. It is like that, and most of the times even the social context is kind of inappropriate because I understand where hip hop and rap came from. In the late 70s and 80s, and in Italy we are way more well off than the people that started doing this. So I don't know what their problem is, but
what the problem is.
Well, we had in my hometown Mediaș. It was a really small town. Nothing was happening. Very few incidents, and there was a hip hop band that came out. And I asked them, "What are you gonna sing about? Not finding bread at the fucking shop? What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
And fuck the police. I was like, nobody knows you exist when you go on the street. But you have that beautiful man called JX. How many times can you listen to? I think it's the most famous rapper, right, from Italy, JX.
I think he was in a band called Articolo 31 in the 90s.
I have some vinyls with him.
And but I don't know the scene well. I think he's still a huge name or a known name.
He was in the on The Voice in the jury.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's how you know.
Yeah, that's how I found out who the fuck that guy is.
We had some really nice band in the 70s, some nice rock bands like PFM or Banco that toured abroad. They toured America with Peter Frampton or with Zappa. And they did a bit of success, but I've played with a few of the people, of the gentlemen in these bands. And they told me that when it came time for them to move to America, none of them really wanted to do it because they would miss Italy. So that's the food and the family. So nobody, they had a serious chance to be big names, but they decided not to do it.
I'm trying to think about Italian music or bands, and I just cannot.
You only hear.
No, I just know Fabrizio Delandre.
Fabrizio De André, yes, he was a great singer-songwriter.
Sort of like a Bob Dylan type of poetry.
It's cool that you know him. Yeah, he was great.
His music. And I know Talco, which is like a really underground band.
I don't know Talco, for
instance. It's a punk
I don't think
band.
even the parents from Talco know that their kids were playing in Talco.
It's a punk anarchist
They came
band,
one time in Cluj in the house.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. How the fuck did you find them? Because we have this really...
Talco? They have the St. Pauli anthem.
Okay.
They sing the St. Pauli anthem.
Okay.
But I was in a band almost like Dirty Shirt when I was in my 20s in Italy. It was called Egin, and we were playing kind of folk, rock, punk, ska, and it was really good for me. It was great, and I learned a lot about being in the band and never complain about accommodations, because even today with Dirty Shirt we always have great places.
Yes.
But back in the day we played like youth centers and stuff like that, and we slept on stage or under the stage. And once there was an incident in Toscana, in Vinci, the little town where Leonardo came from, a guy told us, "No worries, I'm going to take you to sleep in my grandpa's estate in the countryside." We were like, "Oh, finally, nice." So we went there. The weather was like today, so gloomy and cold. And then the guy left us 100 meters from this big villa. We were elated, and we approached the villa. It had no doors and no windows. So it was like outside. We all had fever in the morning because we were all cold as fuck. And I found a pork mistrez in the toilet. So after that, after that, I don't complain about anything else.
Oh yeah, I can understand that, because I think the guys from Hate Work, I don't know if you know Hate Work, they were like
I heard the name.
Organizers of metal concerts before we got even in the European Union. So the logistics at the borders must have been a nightmare, and they brought Suffocation in, and it was still Mike Smith on the drums.
Yes.
And they slept in the backstage of the venue. And I was like, how the fuck? It's like the guy who invented blast beat is sleeping on a couch in fucking Bucharest. Like, mad respect for the humbleness.
Yes. But sometimes you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I was 22. I don't know if I would sleep with the pork mistrez right now. Well, I sleep with Robbie sometimes. So he snores like one. But he's very clean.
He's very clean.
Yeah, but because he's the image of a sock company. How can you sell socks if you? What's În șosete
Da.
În șosete.ro.
Da.
Pentru prima comandă aveți reducere 10 lei la transport.
Introduceți codul la Mostare.
Prima comandă e oferită din Rini. I'm going to pay for this. I'm joking.
Are you? Do you know what Drumeo is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That
saves us a lot of time.
Yeah, but you could sort of explain it for the people.
I think he can explain it better because he works for them, so I don't butcher it.
So I've been working for Drumeo for 5 years. Drumeo is the biggest online platform for learning drums all over the world. We have over 100,000 paying members, and we are over 100 people on staff working there. And I started doing transcriptions of songs for the catalog. And then they hired me part-time, and I was still teaching drums in Italy, still doing the transcriptions. And then they decided me, when I moved to Romania, to hire me full-time to coordinate all of the transcriptions, the team of transcribers we have around the world. And now I work on the songs catalogs, and I deal with publishing and stuff like that. They made me a manager.
So you're really like Mussolini of Drumeo.
I try not to be as tough.
Yeah.
As tough and bold.
But that is already there, but the rest is not there, I guarantee you.
When somebody does a bad job, you're like that?
I never fired anybody. But although I could.
That was the next question. Do you have the power to fire anybody?
Yes.
Nice.
But I don't abuse of it. And we have a fantastic team of transcribers from all around the world, from Iran, from Romania, Italy, Mexico, Chile, Bolivia. So
that's nice.
Yeah, that shows you how much talent is around the world.
Yes, of course. Yes. And basically, I'm content publishing manager. It's a big name, but I work mostly on the songs part of the website, which is the most used by students because everybody wants to learn an instrument and learn how to play to songs. And I work with the whole team and make sure when the visiting artists are coming, like we recently had Chad Smith or My Pornoy, we know it enough in advance so we can transcribe songs from their catalog and try to make all the students happy with variety of styles.
Because I think that's the biggest selling point for Drumeo, when you have really famous drummers trying songs they've never heard before for the first time.
Yeah.
I watch it all the fucking time.
Yeah, I watch it too. It's really fun.
Yeah, the team in Canada, which is coordinated by Brandon and Aaron, which are two of my bosses, they do a fantastic job with that. It's
Do they know you? Do they know you exist?
Yes. I was working with them in the same team, and then we got separated, and I got assigned another team, and they are the heads of their teams.
Okay.
But I've never been there. Although they invite all the remote workers every year to the Christmas party, and the company would pay for everything, planes and everything. I never went.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because
where's your Romanian spirit of free shit?
I'm a nervous flyer, and to me the idea of in total being in the air for 19 hours terrifies me.
Where is the
Canada?
It's in Vancouver.
Canada? Oh shit!
It's not.
It's above Seattle.
Yeah, exactly.
Can go by
it's
train.
Not the north part of Canada. So you
train, bus, and
no,
boat
but I made them the proposition to pay me to go on a commercial ship, and I will make a documentary. It would only take me 3 weeks.
I think you're afraid of flying.
Yes,
but you're not afraid of the sea storms.
And I can't swim. But at least I'm on the ground.
You're not on the ground. You're on the water.
To me, the idea of flying and then this accident and I fly and I know for like 3 minutes that I'm going to crash, terrified. I'm not afraid of that. I'm afraid of dying like that.
But you won't realize that you're going to die like that.
If you can assure me that when, I don't know, the plane breaks me there, I immediately faint.
Not immediately. I think in some 1 minute. Yeah.
No, it's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
You're like this.
I want to die.
I don't want to die.
You know the oxygen mask that they fall. They have like oxygen for 30 seconds to 1 minute.
Yeah, just to prolong my suffering.
Yeah. I'm really gonna die.
Yes. And I know I'm going to like 500 kilometers an hour towards the sea or something. I don't want to do it like that.
It's still the safest means of transport in the world.
Yes, I know. But if you have an accident in the car, I think it's survivable.
Not
on
in
the
Romania.
plane.
Not in Romania, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, true.
How did you find that so funny? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Because we're Romanian, we make like the has de necaz.
But I have to tell you that most of the roads are better in Romania than in Italy, especially after it rains. In Italy, they all start to have like big holes that you can see until China, and here not. You can only see it up to Bucharest.
What part of Italy are you coming from?
Northwest in Torino.
Torino, okay.
It's civilized, but not as much.
Because I went this summer to Sicily. I think I wrote you, and
yes,
we rented a car in Italy.
Disaster.
Mamma mia! They have their own rules there.
Yeah, I know. I've heard stories too.
They don't
recently.
They have a big road, but no lanes are marked.
Yes,
so everybody is like,
figure it out.
Yeah, it can be 6 lanes. It can be 4 lanes. You choose.
Yeah, you figure it out.
They don't use the signals. They just slowly.
Have you've tried to drive to the roundabouts in Italy, where nobody signals anything?
We were 4 people in the car. We were 4 terrified people in the car.
Last time I went to Rome, I was with a friend of mine, and he says, let's cross here. And I told him, but we're in the middle of Rome and there's traffic. Yes, but if we have to go to the zebra crossing, it's like 1 minute. So let's cross here. Where? On the roundabout. So
it went over the roundabout?
Yeah, we just walked in the street, stopped in the cars. Nobody says anything. We went on the roundabout, we look around, and then we stop other cars, and off we went.
That's what I find fascinating about Italy, because I told you about this nervous driving that we did there. There was no honking.
No, it's very
except us.
Yes, yes.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Or people triple or double park to go to have a coffee or to buy the newspaper. Once I was in Rome still, and the third car in a row was a police car, which was blocking the whole traffic. And basically, the police comes out of the newsstand, and I just go like this, like, dude, come on. And he says, "Oh, tu non leggi." Like, what? You don't read? So I have to buy the newspaper, so give me 30 seconds.
This is fascinating. They're even more
and
assholes
went,
than we are.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like, how can you insult
the police,
illiterate policeman?
Yes.
They're even more dumber than we are when it comes to stopping. I'm sorry, I don't want to call them dumb, because they found this way of coexisting.
Yes, it's true.
Do you know that they don't pull their handbrakes in Italy most of the time, because they park so close to each other, and if they need to go out, they only push the cars like this till you have enough space.
Yes.
Bro,
in Torino, we have a specialty in Torino that confuses the fuck out of, can I say fuck?
Yeah, okay. Pull out.
The pull out of everybody. So in Torino, we have viale and controviale. So basically, we have the avenue, which is the big avenue, like usually 2 lanes and 2 lanes. But if you want from the main avenue to turn left, you can't do it from the main road. You have to go to the right, to the controviale, and then move into the right lane, which is separated by the bus lane. Then you can cross the whole avenue.
What the fuck is that?
Only in Torino.
Makes no sense.
Controviale. It confuses everybody.
And how is actually the road police gonna fine you? Or
it's, in Romania, I'm terrified of doing any, or I have been terrified by people. Don't do this, don't do that, because the police will take your license.
Yeah.
In Italy, I've passed with the red light once, and the police saw me. They stopped me and they gave me a fine because my ITP was expired. They told me the ITP is actually cheaper than what you did with the red light. Are you okay with paying with the ITP? Okay, go. I don't think in Romania that would happen. Probably they will find you rightly fully.
It will never happen in Romania.
But I think it's good, because in Italy we get away with too much shit, as you have seen in driving.
I figured it out in Romania. If you're not an asshole when the police stops you and you know you did a mistake, if you admit that you did a mistake, the chances are you're not going to get a fine. If you just admit, I'm sorry, don't be cocky, don't be an asshole, respect, how we say, respect organul.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, go.
I actually did something stupid when I was in Poland with dirty shirt. I crossed over a roundabout.
By foot?
Yes. Okay. And the police by foot were behind me. And it was me and Paul Tencho, which is the substitute bass player. And I turned around and I see that the police starts walking a little faster. So I said, "Oh, let's walk a little faster." And they walk a little faster, and we start to run, and they run, and then they finally whistle blow. And they turn around, and I went like this, "I'm sorry." And they say, "Do you know what you did?" "Yeah, I crossed on the roundabout. And what do you have to do?" "I'm sorry, I'll never do it again." "Go."
Then why did they run after you? Just to
teach you a lesson.
To teach us a lesson.
And the people we were in the car was like, "Let's go visit Palermo because we heard it's nice."
I've never been there. I've never been there. I can't tell.
We were on the main roads where you had a lot of traffic, and then we went on the side roads to go to the city center. It was so crowded. Everybody driving like these people on the street. We did like U-turn and let's get the fuck out of Palermo. Fuck this shit.
I know for a fact that Palermo used to be a very beautiful city with amazing architecture up until the 70s, when then mafia got a hold, and this is a known fact in Italy, of all the construction companies. And then they destroyed the whole beautiful building in the center to build huge palaces and stuff, which is probably what you
Romania.
saw. Yeah, probably.
Is it true you have the mafia in Sicily? Are you allowed? Are you at liberty to discuss this problem?
I prefer not to. I know people in the mafia, so let's leave it at that.
Can you get me a pair of Jordans?
I don't know that kind of mafia. I know the kind of mafia that will let you keep your music club open even if the club is underground and it does not have any security exit.
Oh, that's so Romanian also.
But
the similarities we have between these two countries.
Thank you, Roman Empire, for conquering us and giving us the
corruption.
Giving us the good shit. Paved roads. How do you say?
Italian llamas in Romania.
And corruption. Aquaducto e corrupto.
Yes.
Do you have any sort of Italian cliches in other countries? How do you say it? It's not. Is it cliches?
You can call it a cliche.
I mean, what people think about Italy, and it's just
that we are all short with mustache, and that we like
Mario.
Like Mario. I'm a little bit taller, so I'm more like Luigi. That's what Robbie calls me, like that. Especially when I wear my installator salopetta.
Yeah.
And the cliche is probably that we are very loud. And we like pizza.
You do like pizza?
Yes, a lot.
And you are loud.
Yes.
You're a drummer.
Yes. But did I tell you about my idea? Here I'm giving it away for everybody to steal, of my pizza chain in Romania.
Oh,
the franchise.
How do you call it?
Pizza Mătii.
I think you're gonna have moderate success if you open like in countrysides.
Hey, mergem la Pizza Mătii. Da.
You need to come up also with stupid names for the pizzas.
That I have no problems with. I will sit down in the next trip with Dirty Shirt. We will come up with probably more names than pizzas we can make.
For sure.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No. I mean, if you like it, yes, it's okay.
See, you're
tolerant.
Yeah, you're
Milk
not really
coffee.
Italian.
Milk and coffee, yes or no?
Not for me. Not even sugar.
So you're the one who takes an espresso
Cel
or
mai
a
scurt posibil. No, cel mai scurt din lumea. Ristretto. More, less than ristretto.
What is it?
Just like this. And you have to drink it in one go.
What's wrong with you people?
This is how you get energy. Yeah. I did it once. The first time I did it in Baiamare with Cristi, our guitar player, and he did it. And it was a really good ristretto, and his eyes crossed like this. And he said, "I have to sit down." He almost had a heart attack.
Well, yeah, because it's the concentration of caffeine is huge.
Yeah, but that's the reason. You drink it on the go at the bar, standing up, and then you drive away.
To the hospital.
Yes. Driving like you saw.
Yeah. That's why they drive like that. They're all having a heart attack.
Imagine that any Italian I know has 3 or 4 espressos like that every day. This is probably then you drive like that.
Toto Cutugno, yes or no?
Yes.
Neck, yes or no?
Yes. I'm very good friends with this drummer, Luciano Galloni.
Gigi D'Agostino.
Gigi D'Agostino used to be big in the 90s. I was.
Is he Italian though?
Yes,
of course.
Oh.
All of my classmates were into Gigi D'Agostino music, and I
Eiffel
always
65. Yes or no?
Are they Italian also?
Yes, actually.
Oh shit! I forgot.
The guy is called Ponte, Gabri Ponte, almost like me. And he had. I've been in the studio to record the video clip, and I didn't meet him, but I think I've heard he's a nice guy. But when all of those music was really popular when I was in high school, I always listened to bands like Rush or Mahavishnu Orchestra, and I never got laid because of it.
That's why I was going to add. You wonder why you had no friends. Because you were not in the clubs.
No, I was playing drums.
Polishing your stick.
The guy that recently died.
Yes.
Like a sort of a Toto Cutugno, but...
Eros Ramazzotti, yes or no?
I don't listen to him, but he always has great musicians on the album.
He was a good football player.
Yes, he was. In the Nazionale Italiane Cantanti.
What's the guy name? He just died, man. I forgot. He's like a...
Adriano Celentano.
No.
Celentano is still alive.
I don't know. Is he alive?
Yeah, he's alive. I think he's over 80 right now.
Laura Paustini.
Pino D'Angio.
Pino Daniele.
Daniele? D'Angio.
Who is Pino D'Angio?
It's another underground band. Nobody's fucking heard about. He saw with 12 people.
Pino Daniele was a really good singer-songwriter from Napoli.
No. No idea?
I have no idea who this guy is.
I have no idea who this guy is either.
D'Angio, he just died.
Okay. I'm sorry for him, but
why did you find that funny? See?
Huh?
See? I can do it the same.
The Haz de Necaz. How do you say Haz de Necaz? Translate Haz de Necaz.
Last singer, Gianna Nannini.
Gianna Nannini is great. Yes.
That's her best song.
You probably remember Notti Magiche.
It's the only song I know from her. I think most Romanians only know that.
With Edoardo Bennato, they did a duo for that song for Italia 90. We thought we were going to win the World Cup. We didn't.
What is your position as an Italian on football? We don't watch, but both of us, we don't watch football.
I used to play football as a goalkeeper, and I was a quite decent goalkeeper. I could almost have had a professional career out of playing goal. I still decent. Once we played with Dirty Shirt in Poland in the parking lot, and Mihai, which is good, Tivadar, he shot, and I dove on the concrete to my left, and everybody was amazed. I said, yes, to me that's a vocation to be a goalie, like a drummer. On the car, I don't care. It's a vocation. If you throw a ball now, I will jump like a cat. Don't do it because I will probably break something. But I love...
it's the only thing I want to do. Just go random with Sergio on the street and have a hidden ball and throw it.
If we do a team with Dirty Shirt, we will win all competitions with me in goal.
Because he won't take any goals.
No, I would not concede any goals. I think I'm a better goalkeeper than I'm a drummer.
Oh my God.
That's a bold statement.
No, yeah, it is.
For an old guy.
And but I'm a big fan of... I don't follow football anymore. I live out of memories right now because I'm suffer from paternity. And my favorite team is Milan.
Okay.
Actually Milan, that's it.
I have no opinion on that.
No, yeah, that's it.
They took the famous song, like anthem right now. Just Sarà perché ti amo.
Milan has it as an anthem.
That's so dumb. Why?
It came from them. How would you call the gallery? Not the gallery. This is the gallery. The supporters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They sing it a lot.
I think it's La Fossa dei Leoni or something like that. The Ultras is how they're called. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. I don't know the name.
Yeah, but do you know the Mafia, so nothing will happen to you?
Yes.
And you know, right?
I know Tony.
I also know the Maramuresh Mafia, so that's even hardcore.
Maramuresh Mafia.
Is there a mafia in Maramuresh?
Of course.
We're not allowed to talk about Maramuresh Mafia.
Okay.
Rini, if you see this, I'm sorry.
The MMM.
So you're going to put out a new video with Dirty Shirt?
Yes, we filmed it in Seine last weekend. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I got to play drums with one stick in my hand and look at the telephone in the other, and dress in jeans and a white T-shirt. Yeah, I have no idea what is going to come out of it, but we had a lot of fun doing it.
Do you know when the release date is going to be?
No, and not that I do not want to say. I really don't know.
Okay.
I have to say that Dirty Shirt is an incredibly well-organized band with a lot of chats for everything, financial. Each song has a dedicated chat. So everything, yes. I think I'm on over 60 chats in Telegram.
What's the reason?
To keep everything organized.
Yeah, but for the songs?
Yeah, feedback on the mixes. So the new songs, not the old songs.
It's a lot.
Yeah, but that's actually really smart.
Yeah, but Tivadar, of course.
Yeah.
Tivar is really
Fucking
smart.
Tivadar.
Yeah, but he holds everything together because of that. And in Dirty Shirt, everybody does their own bit. Which is why the brand is working so well, because there's moments where each of us are lazier or something is going on in our life and we can do it, so we cover up for each other. But Rini takes care of the merch, and Mihai does all of the organizational thing and the itineraries, and Cristi does all of the video and the posts. Also Bila helps, Petean does too. So everybody does a bit. And this is how they have been able to work so well.
What's your role?
I'm a prankster. No, I'm a prankster. I try to make sure that I press Mihai to get the set list in time, so we know what to have to play. Sure. And then I try to keep contacts with some of the people that are outside of the band, like Ian Anderson of Jethro Tull or Drumeo for some sponsoring stuff. That's what I do.
Yeah, because you had, Dirty Shirt with Cristi had a campaign of supporting animal shelters and
Forever Friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the guys from Jethro Tull also jumped in. I find that amazing.
Yep. The unbelievable thing is that Cristi had this very nice idea that we are going to keep moving forward. It's not something which now will stay there in the background. It's going to be an integral part of what we do. And we asked Ian Anderson right away if he wanted to do it. And this is what I really like about working with him. He replies almost right away with a yes or a no. He's a great professional.
He's old and he has a lot of time.
Yeah, he's still doing stuff with the band, unbelievably. He's 78. He will be 78 soon. And I've been working with him for many years, so I know him. I asked him, and he didn't say yes and then took it forward. He said yes and immediately sent us a video.
Oh, that's cool.
Right away. And the same he did for when we asked him, hey, do you want to do a song with us on the next album? And he said, I don't. You know that I only do it like twice a year. So for this year, it will be you and Opeth. So, which we were blown away. Yes, and he asked us to listen to a couple of songs, and then he chose a song called "A Brighter Day," which the chorus says "Burn all the bridges," and I'm very worried about the video of that. Because if you translate Ponti, it means bridges.
Oh, yeah, you think they're going to burn you.
Yes, Mihai told me that in the video they are going to do something where they burn me or something. I might have to ask for political asylum to you.
Yeah, I will help you.
Don't give me back to Mihai.
No. Okay. Mihai cannot catch us on that limpy leg.
And Ian did it right away, and he even ask feedback, use what you want, edit. We use everything that he did because we thought it was tasteful playing.
And how did it feel for you to be able to start working with one of your favorite musicians all the time?
I've been doing it. I've been lucky to do it since 2006 with him. Okay. And it was... the first time I played with him, I was so nervous that I was speeding up a bit. And he came close to me and he says, relax, chill.
You're gonna fuck you.
No, he said, you're actually in another time frame, in another time zone than the rest of the band. So chill. And taught me a lot. He was really... gave me great advice. He's very professional and he doesn't tolerate fools. So you can fuck up once or twice and then if you don't get it together, you're gone. But I think it's a sign. That's why they sold 60 million albums and he wrote everything and he held the band together. So he is one of my favorite musicians on the planet, but I also like him a lot as a person. I think he's very organized. Okay.
Do you have a question for Mr. Bridge?
We can close this boring
favorite
podcast.
Drummer or favorite all-time drummer?
Barrymore Barlow of Jethro Tull, which is a good friend of mine.
Kiss ass. Favorite member of Dirty Shirt?
Bila.
That was the correct answer.
We usually sleep together and talk about the microphone placement and which drum heads to use on the next snare drum. And can you please bring that blue snare drum that you use? Because I like it's missing a bit of low end. It's my favorite because it's the only. I'm a nerd. He's a nerd, and of course the other will not tolerate that kind of abuse.
And how excited are you about? I think you're co-headlining, right, at Rockshot Extreme Fest.
Are we co-headlining?
I don't know. You're on the bill.
I know we're on the bill.
Logo.
I think we're on the bill for the main stage. This is why we have a logo. One of the.
I think the bigger the logo, the better the slot.
Okay.
That's my proposition.
The better the slot.
Keep your head out of the toilet.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I still don't know if it's gonna be me or Vlad on drums. We will sort it out. But I'm very excited that the band does it, of course, because we've been willing to do it for years.
Amazing. On this happy note.
Nu se poate că ai tradus.
Yeah, I always say pe această notă veselă, which means on this happy note.
Su questa nota felice.
Mulțumim Patreon, mulțumim membri, mulțumim Sound Creation, mulțumim M5, mulțumim Sergio că ai fost alături de noi. Dirty Shirt. Like, share, comment. You send this to everybody in Italy.
I will.
Jetrotal, if you're watching.
Drumeo,
if you're watching, I'm coming to your Christmas party.
Perfect.
On his budget.
Okay.
On the boat.
Jetrotal, if you're watching, that album fucking kicks ass, bro.
Thick as a brick, yes.
Good for you to know. To discover, I mean.
In my 40s, thank you.
In your 40s. After how many years from the album?
The album came out in 1972.
I wasn't even born.
I wasn't even born.
So, yeah.
Well, better than never.
Better late than never. Doamne ajută, vă pop!
Serus!
Na bine!
bine.
Pa!